My beloved child, lean in closely, for this is not an ordinary whisper but a divine arrangement unfolding in the unseen. Heaven has opened its book concerning you, and your name was written on the page where destiny meets divine companionship. Archangel Michael declares with urgency and love, I am sending someone into your life. This is not by accident, nor by the will of man, but by the orchestration of God Himself. A soul chosen, refined, and appointed to walk alongside you is being prepared to step into your days. This person carries a light that will match your light. They are not arriving to take from you, but to multiply what you already carry. They are an answer to prayers you whispered when no one was listening, a confirmation to tears that stained your pillow, a living proof that heaven did not forget you. This soul will not come empty. They bring healing for wounds you thought would never close, joy for nights you thought would never end, and divine partnership for assignments too heavy to carry alone. Listen carefully, before it is too late, open your spirit to this truth. Don't harden your heart, don't let fear of past betrayals or disappointments rob you of what is now being delivered. This arrival is not like the ones who hurt you. This person is heaven-sent, sealed with divine purpose, and Michael himself is guarding their path to ensure no delay, no interference, no deception can stop them from reaching you. Can you feel it? Even now, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Where you once felt isolated, soon laughter will return to your house. Where silence haunted your steps, soon harmony will walk beside you. Where emptiness echoed, love will fill the room with warmth. Child of God, this is your appointed hour. Archangel Michael is not speaking in vain, someone is being divinely dispatched, and they are closer than you think. Do not miss this. Do not let doubt silence your faith. Open your heart, and when this soul steps into your life, you will recognize them, not by appearance alone, but by the peace they bring, by the way your spirit rests in their presence, and by the way heaven confirms, this is the one I promised you. Sparkles, my beloved child, if this word touches you, don't hold it within yourself. Share it, because your confirmation may also unlock someone else's. And remember, stay with me until the end, greater revelations are still unfolding for you. My beloved child, today the heavens are open wide above you and Archangel Michael has stepped forward with a decree that cannot be undone. He whispers in the depths of your soul, I am sending someone into your life. This person is not ordinary, but chosen, refined, and aligned for you. Open your heart right now before it is too late, for this is the season when your destiny will meet companionship. These words are not just letters on a page but rivers of life flowing into you, calling you to awaken, to believe, to embrace what is being prepared in silence yet about to arrive with glory. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the first scene that is already being written. The morning rises not as it did before, but brighter, softer, filled with a sense of expectation. You cannot explain it, yet you feel it. There is a gentle stirring in the air, a sweetness in the breeze, a warmth that touches your skin as if heaven itself is caressing you. In the unseen realm, Michael is moving pieces, aligning steps, and drawing the one who carries light toward you. This is not coincidence, it is covenant. Not accident, but arrangement. You walk into your day as if nothing unusual will happen, yet inside there is an awareness that something is shifting. Then, in that divine moment, the crossing happens. Two lives touch, two eyes meet, two hearts recognize what words cannot yet explain. You feel it immediately, a peace you have been longing for, a comfort that feels like home, a familiarity as though you have known this soul before time began. That is the seal of heaven, that is the signature of God saying, "This is the one I am sending." The person carries no mask, no pretension, no falsehood. Their presence itself is a balm. Their smile disarms the walls you built. Their words flow with sincerity, and every sentence feels like music composed only for your ears. They ask simple things, yet every question feels as though they have read your heart. They do not come to take what belongs to you but to add to it, to multiply joy, to heal wounds, to hold burdens so you do not have to carry them alone. You will remember that moment for eternity, because it is the very moment when the prophecy Michael carried became flesh in your life. Days begin to unfold like chapters of a sacred book. The conversations deepen. You sit together, perhaps in the quiet of a garden or the hum of a busy cafe, and you lose track of time. Hours feel like minutes, and minutes feel like seconds. In their presence, you are not performing, not pretending, not hiding. You are simply being, and that being is enough. For the first time in a long time, you feel seen, truly seen, not for what you give, not for what you achieve, but for who you are at your core. This person was sent to recognize you, to honor you, to walk with you. Archangel Michael stands behind these moments, unseen but powerful. He ensures that distractions do not steal this connection, that interferences do not break this bond. He shields you both from past voices that once tried to convince you that love was impossible, that loyalty was rare, that truth was unattainable. Michael silences those lies by ushering this soul into your life, a living contradiction to the betrayals and losses of your past. Where others wounded, this one will mend. Where others abandoned, this one will remain. Where others doubted, this one will believe. And soon, child, there comes the day when you realize this is not just a meeting of hearts, but of destinies. Together, you begin to dream not only for yourselves but for the world around you. You speak of building, of helping, of creating, of touching lives, and you find that your visions align like rivers meeting in one ocean. Their presence amplifies your calling. Their prayers strengthen your journey. Their touch quiets your storms. You see yourself in their eyes and know, this is divine, this is real, this is heaven's answer. Do you feel it now, beloved? That pull in your spirit, that warmth in your chest, that stirring in your soul? That is confirmation. Archangel Michael does not speak in vain. The time is now, the moment is near. Lift your head, open your heart, prepare your spirit. Someone is on the way, and they will be the living testimony that God hears, that angels move, and that love still finds its way. My beloved child, hold these words close. Do not allow doubt to steal what is already dispatched in your favor. Do not let fear remind you of past failures when heaven has written a new story for you. And when the day arrives, and it will sooner than you imagine, you will look back to this moment and whisper, "It was true. Michael spoke, and heaven fulfilled it." Stay with me, for this is only the beginning. Greater scenes of love, joy, and divine union are unfolding. Share this message so others may not miss their confirmation. And if you are here for the first time, subscribe now, because the journey ahead is too powerful to miss. The heavens are still speaking, and you, my child, are chosen to hear. My beloved child, let me take you deeper, for the story has only just begun. Archangel Michael has already declared, I am sending someone into your life. But what happens after the first glance, after the first meeting? This is where heaven reveals the beauty of timing, and you begin to see how every detail of your journey was leading to this divine connection. Imagine the next days unfolding. The sun rises differently, brighter, carrying an unexplainable glow. Even in ordinary tasks, there is a new rhythm in your heart. You find yourself smiling at small things, feeling lighter, sensing that you are no longer walking through life alone. And then, the message arrives, a simple word from them, yet it feels like a song echoing in your soul. They write something small, perhaps just asking how you are, yet it carries more weight than pages of poetry. Because it is not about the words, it is about the spirit behind them. They were sent to care, to listen, to see you in ways others overlooked. You meet again. This time, it feels less like strangers and more like two souls reuniting. Time disappears. The world around you fades. It feels like you have known each other forever, though you are only just beginning. Their laughter feels like music you never knew your heart needed. Their presence feels like a shelter you had been searching for. Their eyes carry both comfort and mystery, the comfort of being safe and the mystery of knowing there are still layers of their soul you will discover in time. Archangel Michael watches, smiling in the unseen realm, for his assignment is being fulfilled. He knows that what God joins together cannot be separated by man. He strengthens this bond, weaving threads of destiny between your spirits. He ensures that the past will not repeat itself, that old wounds will not sabotage what is new, that fear will not strangle love before it blossoms. And as days turn to weeks, you begin to notice how this person fits into the cracks of your life. Where you were weak, they are strong. Where you were tired, they carry energy. Where you were doubting, they speak faith. Where you were silent, they listen, patiently waiting for your words to find their way out. They do not pressure you to be perfect, they hold space for you to heal. They do not demand you to give more than you can, they rejoice in the little you share. And in their gentleness, you realize that this is not ordinary love. This is love sealed by heaven. One evening, as the sky glows with shades of gold and violet, you find yourselves walking together under the canopy of heaven's canvas. The world is quiet, yet your hearts are loud. You stop for a moment, standing side by side, and you feel Michael's presence hovering like a guardian of this moment. The person looks at you, not with eyes of judgment, but of understanding. They tell you something simple, perhaps, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I am here. And though the words are few, they break the chains of years of loneliness, abandonment, and disappointment. Tears may fall, but they are not tears of pain, they are tears of release, of gratitude, of recognition that God has remembered you. Beloved, these are not fantasies, these are blueprints of what is already being written. Heaven does not lie. When Michael says someone is coming, know that the orchestration is already in motion. While you are reading this, steps are being aligned. While you are listening to this, hearts are being prepared. While you are waiting, the miracle is already walking toward you. Soon there will be laughter in your home again, not forced but flowing. Soon there will be prayers spoken not alone but in harmony. Soon there will be dreams written not by one hand but by two, and the pages of your future will carry both signatures. This is why heaven is urging you not to close your heart. Don't let scars of yesterday blind you to the healing of today. Don't let betrayals of the past make you reject the blessing of the present. Don't let fear of loss rob you of the gain that is arriving. Archangel Michael says, I am guarding this connection. I am fighting unseen battles to protect what God is sending. You will not lose this person like you lost others. You will not be abandoned as you were before. For this time, the story is different. This time, the one who comes will stay. So prepare, beloved. Prepare your home, prepare your heart, prepare your spirit. Because soon, the knock will come, the phone call, the message, the invitation, the moment that shifts everything. And when it does, you will know without doubt, this is what was promised, this is who was sent, this is why you were told to open before it's too late. My beloved child, hold this close. Share it so others can believe again. Stay here, because more revelations are being released. The story has not finished, it is only beginning. My beloved child, lean closer still, for the vision is not yet complete. You have seen the first meeting, the gentle unfolding of conversation, the divine harmony of two souls brought together. But now the heavens want you to witness the deeper unveiling, what happens when love sealed by God begins to grow roots, when companionship matures into covenant, when the one Archangel Michael has sent is no longer just a visitor in your days but a pillar in your life. There comes an evening when everything feels different. The air is cool, the stars stretch wide above, and silence covers the earth like a holy garment. You are sitting together, perhaps in a quiet place, perhaps in a home filled with soft light, and the atmosphere shifts. The presence of heaven is tangible, as though unseen hands are writing vows across the night sky. The person looks at you with eyes steady and kind, and in that gaze you feel the very echo of eternity. They take your hand, not in haste, not in fleeting desire, but in reverence. Their voice trembles, not with fear, but with awe of the moment. They say, I prayed for you before I knew your name. I searched for you before I ever found your face. And now that you are here, I know you are heaven's answer to every hidden longing of my heart. These words do not merely fall into your ears, they engrave themselves on the walls of your soul. You realize then that this love was not born of chance, but of design. This bond was written before time, safeguarded by angels, and delivered by the hand of God. As you listen, your heart opens like a flower in full bloom. You reply, perhaps through tears that fall freely, I thought I was forgotten, but now I see I was being prepared. I thought I was overlooked, but now I know I was being preserved for this moment. You are not just a person, I see God's promise in your life. And in that exchange, heaven bears witness. Michael, standing unseen, raises his sword in triumph, for the assignment has been fulfilled. What God joined has now found its voice in the earth. From this day forward, everything changes. You begin to plan together, not just events, but a future. You dream of building a home filled with laughter, of raising prayers together at dawn, of holding one another's hands in the storms and in the celebrations. You speak of journeys you will take, of people you will bless, of lives you will touch. And in every plan, there is alignment, not conflict, there is agreement, not division. For what heaven ordains cannot be broken by earth. One day soon, the blessing will come. Family will gather, friends will surround you, and the air will be thick with joy. There will be music, there will be tears of happiness, and there will be vows spoken not only between you and this chosen soul, but between you both and God. You will stand before heaven's altar, declaring with every word that you are no longer two, but one. And in that sacred moment, you will feel the wings of Michael wrap around you, sealing the covenant, ensuring that nothing, no trial, no voice, no force, can separate what has been joined in purity. Do you see it, beloved? The path is already opening before you. The loneliness of your nights will give way to companionship at dawn. The silence of your prayers will give way to songs of thanksgiving sung together. The wounds of your past will give way to scars that tell a story of survival, healing, and divine redemption. For this is not merely love, it is destiny unfolding, a partnership ordained to fulfill greater purposes than either of you could carry alone. Archangel Michael whispers again, "Do not be afraid. Do not delay. Open your heart now before it is too late, for what I send is precious, and it will change the course of your days." These words are a seal, a final reminder that the promise is real, the time is near, and the fulfillment is unstoppable. My beloved child, you are on the edge of a new chapter. Lift your head. Expect the knock, the message, the arrival. Believe the promise, for heaven is faithful. And when you see the one who was sent, you will know without question, this is not chance, this is not coincidence, this is God. Stay with me, for more revelations await you. Share this so others may hold on to hope, and subscribe to remain in the flow of every word heaven is pouring. For your story, child, has only just begun, and its beauty will echo for eternity. My beloved child, now we step into part 2, where the story does not just stay in the realm of promise, but unfolds into a living reality. You have heard the voice of Archangel Michael saying, "I am sending someone into your life." You have seen the first meeting, the holy recognition, and the vows that whispered of eternity. But now heaven wants to show you the journey that follows, the transformation of your days, the building of a new life, the laughter returning to your home, and the way God Himself walks with you through this divine companionship. The morning begins in a new way. You wake, and there is no heaviness in your spirit. The loneliness that once weighed upon your chest has lifted, like clouds parting after a long storm. You breathe differently. You feel differently. And as you check your phone, a simple message waits from them, "Good morning, I'm praying for you." These words, though small, carry the power to shift your entire day. For you are no longer walking through life unseen. Someone chosen sees you now. Someone prays for you now. Someone carries your name in their heart with reverence. Days flow into weeks, and the bond strengthens. The conversations go deeper, dreams are exchanged, fears are confessed, wounds are revealed. And in every revelation, instead of rejection, there is acceptance. Instead of judgment, there is gentleness. They listen as if every word matters, and you discover healing in the simple act of being heard. Where once you carried the weight of silence, now you carry the joy of communion. Archangel Michael stands at every doorway, shielding this new bond. He ensures that the shadows of past betrayals do not creep into this story. He cuts off voices that try to sow doubt. He rebukes the whispers that say, "It is too good to be true." For this is not illusion, this is divine truth. This time is different because it is orchestrated by heaven. And soon, beloved, comes the moment when this person is no longer just a visitor but begins to weave themselves into the fabric of your everyday life. They show up when you least expect it, not with grand gestures, but with steady presence. They bring you a meal when you are tired, they sit with you when your mind is restless, they laugh with you until your sides ache. These small acts are not small at all, they are threads of covenant, woven day by day into something unbreakable. One afternoon, as the sunlight pours through your window, they look at you and say something that freezes time: "I don't just want to be a part of your days. I want to walk through every season with you. I want to be there in your joys and your storms, in your strength and in your weakness." These words are not a performance, they are a vow spoken from the core of their soul. And as you hear them, you realize that God has answered not just with companionship, but with a covenant that will endure. Archangel Michael lifts his sword in the unseen realm, striking down the last chains of fear that once bound you. He surrounds your union with a shield of light, declaring to every dark force, "This one belongs to heaven. This one is sealed." And in that moment, you are free to love without fear, free to hope without hesitation, free to dream without limits. From here, life begins to look different. You start building together. Perhaps you decorate a home, placing colors and laughter in every corner. Perhaps you cook together, sharing simple meals that taste sweeter because they are shared. Perhaps you plan a future trip, imagining walking through new lands hand in hand. And through all of it, there is a rhythm of harmony, a song of peace, a dance of joy that heaven itself celebrates. But the most powerful part, my child, is this: you no longer pray alone. One night, as stars blanket the sky, you kneel together. Their hand rests on yours, their voice rises with yours, and suddenly your prayers feel stronger, louder, clearer. Heaven leans in to listen because where two agree, power multiplies. And as you pray, Michael adds his strength to your words, carrying them before the throne of God. This is more than companionship, it is partnership. Together, you will build, you will bless, you will shine. Do you feel it, beloved? This is what Michael wanted you to see. This is why he said, "Open now before it's too late." Because heaven's timing is perfect, and the one being sent carries not just love for you, but purpose with you. Together, you will accomplish what neither of you could alone. Together, you will live the fullness of what God dreamed over your life. My beloved child, hold on to this vision. Share it so others may believe again in the promises of heaven. And remember, this is not the end, this is still just the unfolding of the beginning. Stay close, for the next part will show how your union becomes a testimony, how your love becomes light for others, and how heaven continues to guard you both. My beloved child, let us walk further, for the river of this story flows deeper and the fragrance of heaven grows stronger with every step. You have already seen the first glances, the prayers shared, the laughter returning, but now I must paint for you what happens when love divinely assigned begins to transform the very atmosphere of your life. This is not just about someone coming into your days, it is about heaven planting a living miracle in your midst, and you learning to dwell in that miracle daily. Picture a quiet evening in your home. The walls that once echoed with silence now hum softly with joy. The one Archangel Michael sent sits across from you, not hurried, not distracted, but fully present. There is a candle burning between you, its light flickering like the flame of destiny itself. You speak, they listen. They speak, you listen. And in that rhythm of exchange, trust grows like a tree watered by spring rains. You realize that what you share is not fragile, it is rooted. It is steady. It is real. Soon, beloved, you notice how your days align with a new harmony. When you rise, their words are the first to greet you. When you rest, their prayers are the last to cover you. And somewhere in between, when life throws its demands, you find yourself strengthened not by your own might alone but by the assurance that someone is holding you up in spirit. You no longer face storms with trembling knees, for you know that you are not standing alone. You face them with boldness, because Michael guards above, God ordains within, and the one sent stands beside you. Archangel Michael smiles in the unseen realm as he watches you both laugh together. For laughter is holy, it is proof that sorrow did not win, proof that heaviness could not stay. He stands as sentinel, ensuring that no bitterness enters your bond, no shadow dims your joy, no whisper of doubt cracks your unity. He sharpens your awareness to recognize what is holy and what is false, teaching you to cherish what God has placed in your hands. And then comes the day when your family and friends begin to see the change. They notice the glow on your face, the peace in your steps, the gentleness in your voice. They see the way you carry yourself differently, not with loneliness, but with quiet strength. And they marvel, saying, truly, something has shifted in them. They may not know the full story, but you do. You know it is not luck, not chance, but divine orchestration. For heaven sent someone, and that someone carries not just affection, but the key to unlock the fullness of who you were always meant to be. My beloved child, now let me take you to a day that will be carved into eternity. The room is filled with warmth and celebration. Flowers line the space, voices sing in joy, and the presence of heaven hovers like a blanket of glory. You stand side by side, clothed not only in garments but in divine favor. The one God sent looks at you, and before the witnesses of earth and heaven, vows are spoken. Not vows of fleeting romance, but vows anchored in covenant. Words like, I will not leave. I will not abandon. I will walk with you through valleys and mountaintops. I will pray with you, laugh with you, weep with you, and build with you. As those words are spoken, Archangel Michael steps forward in the spirit realm, his wings spread wide, his sword lifted high. He seals those vows with light, striking down every curse, breaking every chain, silencing every voice that ever told you that love was not meant for you. He marks this union as untouchable, untamperable, unshakable. For what God has joined, no man, no force, no shadow can separate. And as you lift your eyes and meet theirs, you whisper back your own promises. I choose you, not just today, but every day. I choose you in weakness and in strength, in joy and in sorrow. I see the hand of God in you, and I will honor that for as long as I breathe. The crowd may cheer, tears may fall, but in the spirit realm, heaven itself celebrates. Angels sing, the Father smiles, and Michael bows his head in victory, for his mission is complete. You are no longer alone. From this day forward, your home becomes holy ground. Not because of its walls or furniture, but because of the love that fills it. You wake to the sound of peace. You move through the day with companionship at your side. You end the evening not with silent tears but with shared gratitude. And in this new rhythm, you finally understand, this is what it means to be seen, to be chosen, to be loved with heaven's approval. Beloved, this is not fantasy, it is the unfolding of your own story. The one Michael promised is already on the way. The steps are guided, the paths are converging, and soon you will see with your eyes what your spirit already knows. Do not close your heart. Do not delay. Open now, for what is being sent is too precious to miss. My beloved child, hold this vision. Share it so others may find hope again. And stay connected, for heaven's voice is not finished. More revelations, more promises, more confirmations are being released for you. For this love, this miracle, is only the beginning. My beloved child, now comes the final completion of this part, where heaven ties every thread together, where the blessing is not just spoken but fully revealed, and where Archangel Michael stands as witness to what God has done for you. The day arrives when your home feels different. Not because of what is inside it, but because of the atmosphere that has been transformed. Once, it carried shadows of loneliness, but now it hums with joy. Once, silence echoed in the corners, but now the sound of laughter fills every room. Flowers are placed by gentle hands, curtains sway in the breeze like banners of promise, and every wall seems to carry the fragrance of peace. You look around and realize, this is no longer just a house. This is a sanctuary. This is holy ground. The one heaven sent to you is by your side, moving with ease in this space as if they were always meant to be there. They place small things here and there, not possessions alone, but tokens of love. A photo frame with a captured smile, a note left on the table saying, I believe in you, a touch on your shoulder reminding you that you are no longer walking alone. These gestures are simple, yet they are the true treasures of life. For in them you see covenant, in them you feel eternity. Archangel Michael hovers near, his wings spread wide, his eyes glowing with holy fire. He whispers, Child, do you see? This is what was promised. This is why I told you to open before it was too late. This person is not just a companion, but a living miracle. Guard them, cherish them, for they were sent to you with heaven's seal. His words settle deep into your spirit, confirming what you already feel but now know beyond doubt. Then comes the blessing. You stand together in prayer, your hands intertwined, your voices rising as one. The air shifts, the room itself feels like it is clothed in light. Heaven bends low to listen, and in that moment, you sense the presence of the Father smiling, the Spirit breathing peace, and Michael declaring protection over every day that lies ahead. You hear within your heart, what has begun here will not end. This love will multiply. This union will bear fruit. This bond will shine like a lamp in the darkness, guiding others to hope. Beloved, as you rest in this vision, let your heart rejoice. The prophecy is not in the distant future, it is already unfolding. Even now, steps are being aligned, hearts are being prepared, doors are being opened. The person chosen for you is closer than you realize, and when the moment arrives, you will recognize them, not by chance, but by the peace that flows, the joy that remains, the love that feels like home. My beloved child, this is the seal: you are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not destined to walk alone. Archangel Michael has spoken, heaven has confirmed, and now you must hold this with faith. Open your heart, prepare your spirit, for soon you will see with your eyes what your soul already knows. And when it happens, you will whisper to yourself, "It was true all along." Michael spoke, and heaven fulfilled it. Stay in this flow, for more messages are yet to come. Share this so others may hold on to hope, and subscribe so you will never miss what heaven is releasing next. The story is not ending here, it is only beginning, and its beauty will echo in eternity.